Hi, welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to share some tips with you on how to protect yourself when you are reading tarot. I have been doing tarot for a bit now. It's been 7, 8, 9 years. Gets kind of hazy, but these are just a few things that I've picked up along my journey and things I've also heard from other people. Specifically, more than one person came up to me and asked me, has anything scary ever happened to you after you started reading tarot? And for them it did, and that's why they stopped reading tarot. And I just wanted to share some tips and for you to read tarot safely. So my tip number one is research. Do a lot of research, especially when it comes to like the deities or the entities that you will be channeling or you are asking for guidance. I think it's very important to look up and know exactly what you're getting yourself into. I believe that knowledge is power, therefore it boosts confidence in what you're doing, confidence in your reading and how you engage with tarot. So I think it is very important for you to do research. Tarot is a beautiful thing, but it is also something that shouldn't just be taken very lightly. You are opening yourself up to a different realm, especially if you're not sure as to what you're doing and there is some doubt in you or insecurity. I feel like lower vibration entities will be able to pick up on that and kind of piggyback off that energy, kind of infiltrate your space. That's why I tell you, like, if you're really not confident in what you're doing, just take a step back and continue to do more research until you feel confident and safe and you feel like everything's okay. There's a lot of great resources out the internet, even here on YouTube. There's so many wonderful like channels that will guide you in tarot or magic or anything you're into, really. For me personally, like, I really enjoyed the White Witch Parlor. Check her out, she's awesome. Moving on to my tip number 2 is how to actually protect yourself. So with the White Witch Parlor, she actually shared this technique where you envision yourself from head to toe completely like an orb or like a glow that completely covers your body. It could be like a white light, gold light, silver light, whatever really resonates with you, and just envision it covering your whole body, that there's no gaps, almost like an aura but completely sealed right around your body, and you set the intention for protection. At first it will be difficult. It is a muscle that you build with time. So I remember when I began, I would actually like picture it in my head, you know, like starting from my head and then it covering all around my back, everywhere, on my toes. You can create a bigger area around you and around you, a bigger area around you that envelops like a bigger portion outside of your body, almost like it could be your home room or just like around your bed area or wherever is your sacred space. That's another form that I like to almost clear out the energy in my room, is to envision just like that white light like radiating out of me and pushing anything outside of the room, to almost create and like command and dominate the area in the space, saying, you know, this is the area that I claim, this space is sacred for me. Very assertive energy. So yeah, that's my tip number 2. Alright, my tip number 3 is you actually don't really need anything else but yourself to create a safe space and to protect your own energy. Having crystals, sage, palo santo, salt, let me look in the list, incense, candles, holy water. You don't really need all these things. It's great to get these things, they kind of add to the energy, right? But let's say like you aren't in a space where you can burn incense or you can smudge. Like, a lot of our living situations are very different. The people, whether it's your roommates, your parents, relatives, they may not know about your magical practices, and that's okay. So you're almost like incognito practitioner, which is all good. You really don't need those things. And I think if you just base yourself that you need these things to be protected, I think it's very limiting. And again, it goes back to my tip number 1, like, that creates fear and insecurity in your ability. And what I really want to just present to you is You have the power to protect yourself all within yourself. Believe in your magic. You are very powerful. You are very strong. And I am a practitioner of light magic. That is where I classify myself and the type of magic that I do. That's my choice. I believe in balance, so you know, do with that as you will. Like, I'm just here to tell you, like, believe in yourself. You are powerful and you really don't need those things, you know. I have crystals. I love my crystals, but my practice isn't solely based or reliant on these things. So yeah, like, you have the power that you need, and if you really focus on tip number 2 and you really enhance that power of protection of the white light, like, you will be good. And now for my tip number 4, I'm just kind of gonna walk you through my personal practice and how I read tarot. So after I envision the white light, I take some time to really meditate, feel the energy, clear out my whole space and area. I also pray, right? So like I said, make sure you know what you're praying or calling or channeling, and just ask them to bless your space, to protect you, to only allow positive energy that is actually for your highest and greatest good. I also like to focus more on the positivity. I try not to use words like don't let negative or dark energy in, or low vibrations, because in a way I feel like you are calling that forth. So it's kind of just like only allow high vibrations, only allow the energy of love to come through. So really, like, stay positive with your prayer and affirmations. So once I do my thing, I'll grab my deck and I'll need to now clear the deck from any energy, whether it's mine or a past reading or whatever energy was in the air. I like to knock on it 3 times. That really moves the energy out of my deck. And I also like, it's just like a 2-hitter, you know. I'll blow and say clear. So if I hold my deck, I'll say clear, and that's like a verbal clearing, and also just like putting my own energy onto the deck and clearing it with the elements. I also like to put it over my heart after I've done those steps, and I like to just take a few deep breaths, and that's when, like, I really set my intention as to like what I'm looking for in that reading. And yeah, that's pretty much how I like prepare for the reading. And then once I'm ready, that's when I will ask my question, shuffle the deck, take my reading. At the end of the reading, I will collect my deck. I will thank whatever deity, entity, or spirit, or universe, whoever you are connecting with. Thank them for the advice, and just thank you for always having your back and for your guidance. I just like to be thankful. I think it's great. It's like it's a two-way channel, right? It's not just give me, it's also thank you. I'm appreciative of the messages that are coming forth. And yeah, I kind of like to end it up with thank you, because there's lots to be thankful for, even just the practice itself, right? That's kind of just my 2 cents here and there. I would say, like, it all starts within. Believe in yourself. You are very powerful.